Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. I am Jamie Beth. Today we're going to do another story time. Today's story is going to be about the Winchester Mansion, and this is a mansion in California that you can visit. If I'm correct, you can visit it, where it's just absolutely bizarre, and we're going to talk about the mansion itself and what came about as to the creation of this mansion. Now, William Winchester created the Winchester rifle, which was used in a lot of wars, and he was married to a woman named Sarah. When William died, he died of tuberculosis in 1881, and Sarah inherited all of everything, because that was his wife, so she inherited everything. She also inherited 50% of the Winchester company, and that alone gave her $1,000 a day. She made $1,000 a day on this with this company, and with the royalties coming from this company, which just boggles my brain. I can't even comprehend that. $1,000 a day. This woman was rich beyond compare. I'm telling you, it just was crazy the amount of money she made, and she didn't really have anything to do with this. She just inherited it from her dead husband. After her daughter died of an illness that makes your body just waste away, her daughter was an infant when she passed away. So she passed away from this disease that just makes your body waste away. And then her husband died of tuberculosis. She went and saw a medium. She was real big in the spirituals kind of things back in the day, and she went and saw a medium. And the medium told her, as the medium was channeling her dead husband, the medium told her that she should leave her home, her current home, which was in New Haven, and travel west, where she must continuously build a home for herself and the spirits of the people who had fallen victim of this Winchester rifle. She did what she was told. She left her home and traveled west. So she traveled all the way to California and to look for a location to build this home. And during all of this, she was kind of depressed. So she fell into a little bit of a depression, because she believed that her and her family is cursed. They're cursed by the people that, or the ghosts of the people that were killed by this rifle. She believed this wholeheartedly. She believed that what this medium said was, what she needed to do. This was absolutely her mission, was to find a location where she can continuously build a home that will appease these spirits who died because of her husband's company. In 1884, she did find an unfinished farmhouse in Santa Clara Valley and began building this mansion. Carpenters were hired and worked on the house day and night until it became a 7-story mansion. 7-story mansion. She did not use an architect, and adding on to the building in a haphazard fashion. The home contained numerous oddities, such as doors and stairs that went to nowhere, windows that overlooked rooms, and stairs with odd-shaped risers. So many people accounted these oddities that she built within this home as contributing to her belief in ghosts. So because she truly believed that these ghosts were haunting her because of what her husband created, so she was pretty much taking the burden for what her husband did. So this gun, this rifle that killed so many people, she believes that these ghosts were haunting her. And that's why she needed to build all of these oddities to kind of confuse these ghosts. So the ghosts, wouldn't know where to go or what to do. So that is what has been said as to why she created this crazy mansion. So In 1906, there was an earthquake that damaged the house considerably. The house before the earthquake was 7 stories high, and she had to, she hired carpenters to come in and fix what was damaged. Well, today, the home is only 4 stories high. So the home is predominantly made of redwood. And Sarah Winchester did not really like the look of redwood and demanded that a faux grain and stain be applied. This is why almost all of the wood in the home is covered. Approximately 20,500 gallons of paint were required to paint the house. The home itself is built on a floating foundation that is believed to have saved it from the total collapse of the earthquake in 1906. This type of floating foundation allows the home to shift freely and is not completely attached to its brick base. Isn't that crazy? There are roughly 161 rooms, including 40 bedrooms, 2 ballrooms, 1 completed and 1 unfinished, as well as 47 fireplaces, over 10,000 panes of glass, 17 chimneys with evidence of 2 others, 2 basement levels, and 3 elevators. And that's something. I mean, I'm just so fascinated by this building. It's on my bucket list of things to see. The property itself is about 162 acres. The estate has since been reduced to 4.5 acres, the minimum necessary to contain the house and nearby outbuildings. It has gold and silver chandeliers, hand-inlaid parquet floors and trim, and a vast array of colors and materials. Due to Miss Winchester's debilitating arthritis, an easy rider stairways were installed as a replacement for her original steep construction. This allowed her to move about her home freely, as she was only able to raise each foot a few inches. Another interesting fact about the home is there was only 1 working toilet. Out of all of those bathrooms, there was 1 working toilet. Other bathrooms were just used as decoys to confuse the spirits. She also slept in a different bedroom every night to confuse the spirits so that she wouldn't be haunted in her sleep. It is also said that she would hold the seances in her home to see if these spirits were happy with the things that she was doing to the home. And what is really interesting is that there was a special room where these seances would be performed. And to get to this special room, you had to basically crawl through this little tunnel, this little passageway to this room. And that is where she would have these seances. And again, she would ask the spirits if they were happy with what they were seeing being done to this home. The spirits would give her, I guess, little clues and little signs of what they were happy with and what they were not happy with. And she would again continue to build and continue to change and continue to create these oddities that would appease these spirits, because she truly believed that these spirits were haunting her, and she couldn't be at ease until she knew that these spirits were happy with what she was doing. When Sarah Winchester passed away, all of her possessions, apart from the house itself, were bequeathed to her niece and personal secretary. Her niece then took everything she wanted and sold the rest in a private auction. So a lot of Miss Winchester's belongings were sold to a private auction. It took 6 trucks working 8 hours a day for 6 weeks to remove all of the furniture from the home. Isn't that crazy? So Sarah Winchester didn't leave the mansion itself to anyone in particular, and appraisers said that because of the damage that was done from that 1906 earthquake, the impractical nature of the construction of the home, with the unfinished design and just all the oddities in the home, that it was virtually worthless. Which is sad, because all that money and effort she put in to build this remarkable home is pretty much worthless. It was sold at auction. The home was sold at auction to a local investor for over $135,000 and subsequently leased for 10 years to a John and Mame Brown, who eventually purchased the house. In 1923, 5 months after Sarah Winchester's death, the house was opened to the public, with Mamie Brown serving as the first tour guide. Today, the home is owned by Winchester Investments, a private company representing the descendants of John and Mamie Brown. The home retains unique touches that reflect Miss Winchester's belief and her reported preoccupation with warding off malevolent spirits. Interesting pop culture tidbits. Walt Disney's was inspired by the Winchester Mansion, so to speak, and that is how he came up with the idea for his Haunted Mansion ride at Disney amusement parks. In 2017, filming took place on the property for a film called Winchester, featuring Helen Mirren as Sarah Winchester. The film was released on February 2nd, 2018. I'm going to have to look this up and check this out because I think that's pretty interesting. Throughout the years, there has been a lot of films and documentaries and information provided on the Winchester home. I hope you guys enjoyed this really interesting story on the Winchester Mansion, and please look it up and do some research yourself. I think you will be pleasantly surprised, and I think it'll be just as fascinating for you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, as well as the notification bell next to it to be notified of all the upcoming videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!